recipe, $19.99. Coming to you with my zucchini apple bread. Now, I like to do the zucchini apple bread for my whole family. Everybody enjoys it. The reason why I do the zucchini apple bread mix is because it allows me to not use as much sugar in the recipe, because the apples, you know, give it a little bit more flavor to me, and also it's sweet. It's naturally sweet. So I could use just 1 cup of sugar in the recipe and avoid using 1.5 cup of sugar. The recipe calls for 1 cup of sugar. You can use 1 cup, 1 1/4 cup, or 1.5 cup of sugar, and the recipe still come out perfect. You won't mess it up. So feel free, based on your taste buds. If you don't like zucchini and apples mixed together, you don't have to put the apples in there. You could just stick with the zucchini only and just add a little more sugar. If you don't want the bread that sweet, then use 1 cup. But if you want the bread a little bit sweeter, you could use 1 1/4 cup or 1.5 cup of sugar. Just want to let you know that up front, because some people don't like certain things, but the recipe is versatile. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you what I use. I separate the dry ingredients from the wet ingredients. Over here in the dry ingredients, you have whole wheat flour. You need 100% whole wheat flour. You're going to use baking powder, which I'll show you baking powder. You all know what baking powder is, I'm sure. Cinnamon. You have sea salt. That's the salt I use. I prefer sea salt over regular salt. Can't really taste the difference. And baking powder. Well, I mean baking soda. I'm sorry, YouTube. Baking soda. Forgive me. Now, wet ingredients. We got grapeseed oil, vanilla. You know, the vanilla extract, apple cider vinegar, almond milk, and sugar. Now, some use the raw sugar. It doesn't matter whether it's white sugar, raw sugar. The sugar really doesn't matter. So feel free to use whatever type of sugar you like. I try to stick with more of the organic sugar that is kind of brownish looking, or raw sugar, because sugar's not that good overall, but I'm still addicted, so forgive me, but we'll be alright. Alright, so let's get started, okay? And then I have my spatula. Now, I love this spatula. I'm not sure. I wish I knew what the brand was. I wish I knew. I would tell you, but these things work wonders when scraping out all your ingredients. It was a gift, so I don't know where they got it from. I didn't even ask them. Maybe I'll ask them, and if I find out, I'll come back and let you guys know. But it works so well, because I hate wasting my ingredients, or feel like I'm wasting my ingredients, and not all spatulas work the same. And I'm sure for all you bakers, you've had the same experience, realizing that you leave a lot in the bowl. So I like a good spatula. And now I can use my spatula to mix everything. So we're going to mix that up. And now it's going to be pretty thick. But don't worry about that. It should be really thick, and the reason why is because the zucchini, it makes its own water. So you're going to think like, whoa, I'm making cookies here. But when you get, you know, half of the way, you take your zucchini and your apples. And now that is 2 cups of zucchini and 2 cups of apples. And now I like to be generous with the zucchini and the apples. Don't be afraid to get in there. Mix it up real good. Okay, so there you have it. Alright, you see how that is? And you see how it falls? It should fall heavy. See that? It should fall heavy. And if it's heavy, then you know you're right. If it's loose, then you've added too much milk to your product. So now we're going to take this and transfer it over to our grease glass dishes and get it ready to go in the oven. Alright, we'll be right back. Okay, so here's my glass dish. Now this batch will fill up 2 dishes, and I'll show you here how to just take some big spoonfuls, sit it down in there. Now this will also make muffins too, so you can do the same thing with muffins. And just take your fork, move it around in there evenly. And I like to use a fork when I'm mixing everything in my measuring cup over there for the wet ingredients, simply because a fork has these little slits in it and the ingredients move through that fork. So now this one's ready for the oven. And I'm just going to bring that closer so you can see that, what it looks like. It's not really moving around. Okay. Move it around in there. Even it out, just like we did the other one. Now, if you don't want as much zucchini, you can use 1 cup of zucchini and 1 cup of apples. The recipe is still going to turn out good again. It's still going to be great. It's not going to ruin it if you use less zucchini. But honestly, you're not going to taste the zucchini. So for all of you that don't like zucchini, but you want the nutritional benefit of zucchini, okay, YouTube, we're back with our zucchini apple bread. This is what it looks like after it's all baked. Now we're going to cut into that. Now remember, when you're baking your bread, you want to put it in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. And when you put that in the oven, look at that. I'm going to bring that over to you guys. Look, it's still smoking. You see that? Nice, huh? Now we eat it in big chunks. So you can cut it however you want it. It's moist. Whew. That is still very hot. So I'm going to let that sit a little while longer. You can see the moisture on the plate. Look at that. See that? That's nice. Full of zucchini, full of apple. Enjoy.